The Tao of Physics by Fritjof Capra is a book that explores the parallels between modern physics and Eastern mysticism. In this book, Capra argues that the two seemingly different disciplines share a common understanding of the nature of reality, and that the insights of modern physics can shed light on the mysteries of the universe. Capra draws on the works of famous physicists such as Niels Bohr, Albert Einstein, and Werner Heisenberg, and compares their theories to the ancient wisdom of Taoism, Buddhism, and Hinduism. He explores topics such as the nature of time, the interconnectedness of all things, and the role of consciousness in shaping reality. Overall, The Tao of Physics is a thought-provoking and insightful book that challenges readers to consider the connections between science and spirituality, and the ways in which these two seemingly distinct realms of knowledge may be interconnected. Chapter 1: The Way of Physics. In the opening chapter, Capra introduces the central themes of the book and outlines his thesis that modern physics and Eastern mysticism share a common worldview. He describes the limitations of the mechanistic view of the universe that dominated science in the 20th century, and argues that a new understanding of reality is needed. Chapter 2: The Way of Eastern Mysticism. In this chapter, Capra provides an overview of Eastern mysticism, including Taoism, Buddhism, and Hinduism. He highlights the key concepts of these traditions, such as the idea of an interconnected universe and the importance of the observer in shaping reality. Chapter 3: The Cosmic Dance. Capra explores the concept of the cosmic dance, a metaphor used in both modern physics and Eastern mysticism to describe the interconnectedness and interdependence of all things. He discusses the role of the observer in creating reality, and the implications of this idea for our understanding of the universe. Chapter 4: The Way of the Natural Philosopher. In this chapter, Capra examines the history of science, focusing on the development of the mechanistic view of the universe in the 17th century. He contrasts this view with the more holistic approach of the natural philosophers, who saw the universe as a living, interconnected system. Chapter 5: Eastern Mystics and Western Physicists. Capra compares the ideas of Eastern mystics such as Lao Tzu and Buddha with those of modern physicists such as Werner Heisenberg and Niels Bohr. He argues that these seemingly disparate worldviews share a common understanding of the nature of reality. Chapter 6: The Parallels. Capra identifies specific parallels between the teachings of Eastern mysticism and the theories of modern physics. He discusses the similarities between the idea of the Tao and the concept of the wave-particle duality, and explores the relationship between emptiness and the void in Eastern philosophy and quantum mechanics. Chapter 7: The Observer and the Observed. In this chapter, Capra discusses the role of the observer in shaping reality. He explores the concept of participatory observation, in which the observer is seen as an integral part of the system being observed. He also discusses the implications of this idea for our understanding of consciousness. Chapter 8: Beyond Language and Symbols. Capra argues that the limitations of language and symbols prevent us from fully understanding the mysteries of the universe. He explores the use of metaphor in both science and Eastern mysticism as a way of accessing deeper truths about reality. Chapter 9: The Eastern View of Time. Capra contrasts the Eastern and Western views of time, arguing that the linear, chronological view of time that dominates in the West is limited and incomplete. He discusses the cyclical view of time found in Eastern philosophy and its implications for our understanding of the universe. Chapter 10: The Unity of All Things. In the final chapter, Capra emphasizes the importance of recognizing the unity of all things. He argues that this recognition is essential for our survival as a species and for the health of the planet. He suggests that a new worldview, one that integrates the insights of both science and spirituality, is needed to meet the challenges of the modern world. Overall, The Tao of Physics is a groundbreaking work that challenges readers to consider the connections between science and spirituality. Capra's exploration of the parallels between modern physics and Eastern mysticism is both insightful and thought-provoking, making this book a classic of both science and spirituality. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel for more great content.